How's it going, guys? Welcome to a whole new live stream. Just give me a moment. I'm gonna need to send out the links. Mm. Hey, Cosmo, how's it going? Give me a second. Want to make sure that I'm posting the link to the Streamyard in case if anybody wants to join. Okay. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Honu Live Stream. So this is an unusual StreamYard that I'm doing today because apparently some recent events just happened last night. What happened was I 2 weeks ago, or I think it was 3 weeks ago, but anyways, I became a part of this Facebook group that I joined called the Gay Republican Facebook group because I am in fact a Republican. Well, to behold to everybody who hasn't known. So, anyway, things have been going quite well on the group, right? And I noticed that there had been some new faces that had joined recently, and plus one of them was this guy, and we were suddenly getting along quite well, and out of nowhere last night he started asking me if I could wire him some money. And how that happened was that for a couple of days he was going over about his family not being accepted of him being gay. And recently his father had passed away. So he flew over to France and is planning on making some funeral arrangements, right? And according to him, his father's lawyer, because of the fact that he is the only son of the family, according to his dad's lawyer, he has an inheritance that's coming up, and he was spewing on about it last night. And then somewhere out of nowhere during the whole conversation, during a phone call which he made on the Messenger app within Facebook. He then started going on asking me if I could wire him somewhat around $275, just enough for him to be financed, and that he has enough money going around. And then he started going off saying that he promised he will share some of the millions of dollars that he will be receiving, and that he will pay me back. And I was like, dude, hold on, I'm gonna. Yeah, so anyway, my reaction was like, dude, why are you asking me for money? Like, I've only known you for like a couple of days, and then suddenly you're asking me to wire you some money. Like, I get that your family is not close to you, but I sincerely do not understand why any of this is my problem. Like, why in God's name, after 2 weeks of getting to, not 2 weeks, a couple of days of getting to know you, why on earth would you be asking me if I could loan you some money? Like, that doesn't make any lick of sense. Like, you got yourself into France and you're getting this inheritance from your deceased father, and suddenly you're asking me for money. That that doesn't make any sense. And that right there just raised a lot of red flags. And I was all shucken up about it last night, and I couldn't get enough sleep. And I posted on the community page on Facebook, giving everybody the heads up about what just happened, because for some reason this guy was nowhere to be found, and the text messages that we've had in the past talking about our futures, that we wanted to meet up one day, that I'd be interested in hooking up with him when he gets back from Paris. It was all gone. And for some reason, I could not find this guy anywhere on Facebook. Like, I looked him up on the group, and I looked him up on my friends list, and he was nowhere to be found, except the only indication that I have of him were the text messages that were on Facebook Messenger. And this other app that he recommended that I used for also chatting, which is secure according to him, his profile and those text messages on that app called Telegram, which I honestly have not been quite familiar with. Those text messages that we've had on Telegram were nowhere to be found except for the first text that I've sent. And after that, I just freaking deleted Telegram, and I just freaking blocked him off of Facebook. Like, I just couldn't believe what I had to endure last night. I couldn't even get any fucking sleep because of that fucking lying spirit. And he goes on telling the admin, who I gave the heads up, saying that I'm lying about it, that I'm making this all up. Like, I just wanted to fall out. Like, yeah, so I did not want to do a live stream because normally I would be taking a day off on Fridays, but I figured that I might as well just be doing this live stream just to let it off my chest and give everybody the heads up of what just happened. And possibly share some, not possibly, share some advice for everyone else that may be dealing with the same issues as I have. So, my advice would be to be extremely careful, especially when you're joining a Facebook group, because if somebody comes on and decides to friend you on Facebook and say stuff like they want to hook up, they wanted to be your friend, blah 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 blah, there could be some possibility that they might try to take advantage out of you down the way without hesitation. Like, it's what these things that I have seen a million times on the news and on talk shows. Oh, thanks, Keith, and welcome to the stream, by the way. Yeah. So, what I did, I immediately blocked this person up after he blocked me, and I spoke with one of the admins as I should, just to give everybody the heads up. And of course, I posted the warning message on this Facebook group that I'm a part of, and one of the messages was is still pending by the admins, while the other one I did manage to get right through and give everybody the heads up about what just happened. And I mean, I really think I should have just had done this anonymously with the admins, but again, I was completely blown away last night with what happened. Like, out of nowhere, this guy is saying stuff like, "I'm so good looking, that I'm so cute. Like, I want to meet up with you when I get home from Paris after I get my inheritance." And out of nowhere, he asks me if I can loan him some money. Like, why the fuck should I even do that? Like, why is this any of my problem? Because it would be like, yeah, exactly. Yeah, a lot of it definitely sounded too good to be true. And I knew that something was up. Like, before he hung up on me, I was like, dude, I'm not spending a single dime to help you. Like, if whatever sort of problem you're going through, that's your problem. Like, I've only got to know you for like a couple of days, and I find it really odd that you'd be asking me to loan you some money. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, that this is my hard-earned money that I've worked my ass off of saving. And you think that after 2 days or so on it of getting to know you, I'd bail your ass out of whatever sort of issue that you're dealing with? No. And again, this guy is in France right now. And my question would be like, if you're having some financial problems, then how the hell did you get yourself into France in the first place? And this guy is unemployed, by the way, and he's been unemployed for 3 weeks. And suddenly he was able to get himself into France. I mean, I don't know how he managed to get there. I don't know if he had help or that he scammed anyone else into loaning him the money to get to Paris. Obviously have no idea, but but that definitely raised a whole lot of red flags. And I was like, "No, I'm not doing it." And I thought I was gonna be the one to possibly block him up, but he blocked me, and that shows that he suspects that I was onto him. Mm, like, I mean, what I mean, all I could say about it is that I'm still worked up about it, and I'm absolutely still kind of pissed that someone like him would put me into that situation. Like, I clearly joined a group on Facebook that is filled with members of the LGBT community who are Republican. Since I am a Republican myself, spoiler alert. Hopefully, nobody gets so judgy over it. But, anyways, I joined the group for a safe conversation and to be able to talk about some political shit that I would normally speak to some people about when I'm not on YouTube. And you guys that know me, for those who have followed my channel, I don't really much get into politics about the economy and the president and blah 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 blah, except for what is wrong with the job market and the shit that I had to endure with work with regarding Kroger, UPS, etc., etc. And again, I it just makes zero sense that someone would just join and say those sweet things to me, saying like I'm a nice person, that I'm beautiful or cute looking, and then just somehow or suddenly ask me for money. Yeah, don't ever get yourselves into that situation. And hopefully that this whole matter gets resolved. Yeah, exactly. Difference of opinion is a good thing. Like, this is a gaming channel, yes, and it wouldn't matter to me if the person in the chat is a Republican or a Democrat or whatever. Everybody's welcome to join. Just don't bring any perverted shit or something inappropriate on my chat, especially when there's underage children joining. I mean, if I ever do decide that I want to get into a conversation with this, it would be with another YouTuber that is 100% making content that evolves around the political world. I mean, if I end up doing it myself under this channel or any channel, well, that is my choice. But overall, this is still a gaming channel, and of course, we've all had our issues with bad shit in life. But uh, yeah, it's just really crazy. It's a I literally just wanted to fall out right now. Yeah, I'm gonna send another link in case if anybody wants to join the talk, because I'm pretty sure that a lot of you supporters have your voice of opinion about what just happened today, and I'll only allow people who have followed the channel for quite some time and who I consider to be loyal viewers. And of course, I recently became an admin on Ninja Soldiers' Discord not too long ago, so I made sure to send an invite to him because I figure, why the fuck not? Since I'm an admin on his Discord, why not just invite him and see if he would invite any of the other admins into the chat? But yeah, it's really fucked up that somebody like this guy Oh my god. Mm, yeah, and since I now unveiled that I'm Republican, I might as well just clarify where I stand from here. Yes, I am. Wait, I just got a post from Ninja. Oh, apparently he's streaming as well. Oh, you're just getting used to the deck that you made on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Mess. Okay, cool. That's nice. Mm. Yeah, so apparently Ninja's in the middle of his own live stream. I don't know if he's going to be doing a StreamYard like I am, or that he's just doing a regular chat, but again, StreamYard's available. Yeah, so anyways, back to what I was talking about me being a Republican. So, yeah, I decided to become a Republican years ago because of the fact that my whole family are mainly Republican, and I decided to follow along the family tree, right? And I do have my own political views on what is going on with this country in general, with regarding the immigration situation and what is going on with public schools. Hey Ninja, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah, I saw that you're doing a live stream and um yeah, I don't know if you want to join. You're welcome to join. I just posted the link if you got time, but just wanted to get into this conversation. I'm just going up I just went on about this guy that I met on Facebook from the group that I just joined not too long ago, who just recently tried to con me into sending him money, which I'm absolutely blown away and kind of pissed over right now because this guy has been going on saying like, "Oh, you're a good-looking guy. You seem really nice, and I'd like to get together with you when I get home from France, and let's meet up and see where our relationship would go." And then suddenly, after a couple of days of getting to know one another, he asked me for money. I mean, I'm not doing it. Like, I wasn't gonna be put into that spot. Like, why the fuck would you be asking me for money if you managed to had gotten yourself into France and that you're receiving millions of dollars from your late father through an inheritance that you're going to be receiving from his attorney? Like, why is this any of my business to get involved? Like, why put me into the spot? Like, it'd be like, Ninja, let's meet up somewhere. I want to meet you in person. Could you loan me some money? No, I would never do that shit. Because hypothetically, if Ninja and I were just complete strangers who are getting to know one another for a couple of days and we gotten to know each other through. Oh, hey, Ninja.
Hey,
Yeah, so how are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm just going on through the Streamyard today. I'm using the schedule about a Facebook scammer who I had to encounter not too long ago. Uh, Well, I don't know if you heard everything, but what happened was I am a part of this group on Facebook, and I this guy just saw my photo, and he started friending me on Facebook. I mean, we friend each other on Facebook, and we were getting to know one another, and he was saying some things like, "You're a good-looking guy. I would like to get to know more about you, and I would like to meet up with you someday when I get back from France after I get my father's inheritance." And just last night, out of nowhere, he asked me if I could wire him over some money, and I was like, "Dude, I'm not gonna do that because I don't see why this is any of my problems since I've only got to know you for a couple of days, and now you want me to loan you some money. That literally just makes no sense to me. Like, you just said it yourself, you're receiving somewhat millions of dollars from your late father, and somehow you managed to get yourself into France, and now suddenly you want me to wire you some money. And it just completely raised a whole lot of red flags. Like that.
I don't know what to say.
I'm just still completely worked up by it. Like, yeah, of course, I brought this up to an admin on that group, and I made a couple of posts warning everybody about what just happened, and hopefully to get the word out so that nobody else would go through it. Which I probably should have just kept anonymously between myself and the admins, but again, I was put in a tight spot last night and was worked up and decided to give everybody the heads up.
Oh yeah, jeez, definitely.
Yeah.
There's always a load of fucking scammers out there anyway, so
Exactly. Like, and plus this guy was unemployed for 3 weeks, and somehow he managed to get himself into France just so that he would attend his father's funeral. Like,
Jesus.
Like,
I don't know, man. It's like I said, you get so many fucking scammers out there, and they will do anything to take shit from you. So
yeah, exactly.
it happens to a lot of people. It actually happens with me sometimes, and I'm just be like, sometimes people are ringing me on my phone, and I'll probably get a private number.
Yeah.
But if you get if you're on your phone and you get like, and it says private number, I don't answer any of that because I know it could be like some sort of a scam. So
yeah, I get a lot of those too,
there's a
and
lot of
those would
dodgy
be
people.
those spam calls from random companies that would ask me for personal information with regarding my insurance, my ID, my social security, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Fucking yeah. There's a lot of dodgy people out there, out in the world.
Yeah.
There's dodgy people everywhere. So it's always good to to stay away from those dodgy people.
Yeah, and always be well aware of any red flags as you go about the conversation. Especially if they say that you are a good-looking guy and that they want to hook up with you sometimes.
Jesus, no.
Yeah, because it's literally like it's saying, like, hypothetically, if we didn't know each other for quite some time, if we had gotten to know each other for a couple of days and I'm out somewhere, suddenly I'd be asking you for money out of nowhere, and that like I would never put somebody into a spot like that. Like, this is my hard-earned money that I worked my ass off to make, and this is their hard-earned money that they worked their butts off to make every single day. And for somebody to come up after getting to know one another for a couple of days, suddenly they want to ask for a loan.
No, yeah, like, it's ridiculous. Like, come on.
Yeah, it is ridiculous. I mean, maybe if he would have gotten himself a job and worked full time or part time, whatever, and saved some amount of money, then maybe he wouldn't have any financial problems and that he wouldn't have to ask some complete stranger for a loan.
Mm.
Or he could have just gone to the bank and asked for a loan himself. Or at least had done some research on at least finding somebody in the family who might be willing to help him out. Because he said it himself, his parents disregarded him because of the fact that he's openly gay. Which was quite a sad story if it were even true 100%. And I did feel bad for him, and knowing the fact that his parents did not show him some love and support because of the fact that he is into dudes. Because
So
I
what?
know what it's like being in the closet and having to have such a hard time and a lot of struggles being open to everybody growing up as a kid. But again, I would simply never put anybody into that kind of spot and ask them for money. Like, I would never do that. No way in hell.
Exactly, yeah. Especially if you don't really know the guy properly.
Yeah.
So, never ask a person who you don't know. Never ask
No.
a person for money, especially if you don't know that certain person, you know?
Yeah, if you need money that badly, go to the bank and take out a loan or get a job, flip some burgers, put a pizza in the oven, deliver the fucking pizza, whatever. Just don't put somebody else into that kind of spot.
Exactly, man.
It's not rocket science.
No, it's not.
No. Plus, it's already bad enough that you have unemployed fools out there who are taking advantage out of the system, scamming millions of taxpayers worldwide, making welfare as a living, food stamps, and social security disability, etc., that is offered to those beneficiaries out there that would be capable, be capable of gaming the system and not want to work.
Yeah, exactly.
Plus, had
Dodgy.
this guy seen my channel for quite some time, then he would have known better that I wouldn't tolerate with this kind of behavior.
Yeah.
Hell, I even outed out a greedy welfare queen years ago from in a Pokemon group who asked millions of taxpayers if they could buy her a freaking copy of Pokemon Shield after she had spent hundreds of dollars of her food stamp money and childcare funds that she's receiving from the taxpayers on a freaking Nintendo Switch that I freaking paid for, along with every other taxpayer in this country of the United States. Like, I'm not going to help you out, and why the fuck would you be doing these things? Like, you're scamming the system here.
Yeah. Oh, excuse
Yeah, I just love it when people like that go to the extreme. Yeah, and plus I used to have to deal with people like that when I worked for Kroger. Yeah, like this one guy that was checking out on one of the registers that I was begging for, right? And he wanted to take some money out after paying for his groceries, and he's like, I need to take some money out. I want to use this card. And the cashier is like, what is this card exactly? And then the guy goes, this is an EBT food stamp card. And little did he realize that you can't just take money out of an EBT card because it is a funded food stamp card that is being paid for by the taxpayers and the United States government. And if you try to take out money or spend it on certain products that's not eligible as a WIC item, then it would be suspected as fraud, and that person in general could be federally prosecuted.
Exactly, and you can get arrested for fraud as well.
Exactly.
So these scammers, like, this is what I like to call them. If you talk like to a scammer, do you know what you also call them?
What?
A con man.
Yeah, that's another name for them.
It's true. Like they are con people. They will con you out of anything. So
yeah, clearly one of those names that hardly a lot of people ever use anymore. But yeah,
I still use it. It's still a word. So
yeah,
it's like someone tried to fucking con you out of your fucking YouTube channel or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've seen plenty of people make that same mistake. Like, if you share your password or your email with somebody, they'll have full access to your YouTube channel, and you are bound to lose a ton of your income that you would make from your
YouTube.
from your YouTube, from your monetization, I wanted to say.
Yeah, exactly.
And you would lose a bunch of your good content that you have posted and worked your ass off, but that you've brought on.
I'd be really pissed off. I've been on the platform for 7 fucking years, and I'd be pissed off if someone managed to hack in, trying to con me out of my channel, tried to hack into it, and try to get rid of some of the oldest content.
Yeah, exactly.
That I did 7 years ago. So,
yeah, I made myself a two-factor authenticator day one when I started YouTube. Like, that was the first thing that I did when I started the platform.
Anyway, Van, I'm gonna head away.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna end the stream as well. Thanks for joining.
That's all right. I might actually might do one of these myself.
Okay.
For like an hour or so.
Okay.
So, yeah, go on, take care, dude.
All right, take care.
And fuck you, con people.
Yep. Oh, and P.S. If anybody ever is watching this stream right now, please make sure to send the link of this live stream straight to Congress. Catch you guys later.